So today we are going to be remaking this, the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 box art. Going to first do Sonic. So first let's go and pick a color, then do his head. Trace the quills first so we can have some guide of his head. There we go. Now with the texture, we're just going to resize it and warp. What I did was, this is our first head shape. As you can see, the head is more plastic-like, if you know what I mean. It's not really a fur. We stroke the path with some fur brush. It makes more believable now. Like it's like a animal of sorts now. Let me just trace the eyes so we can have some guide. Now we can go move on to the shadows. So first, let me just trace his eyebrows. I'm going to do the global shadows, if you will. I don't know what are we going to call it. Not too much though, just subtle. Just subtle enough for it to be noticeable. Now we're going to do his pupils. Is that correct? Or iris? I'm always confused about this too. Now some shadows. Not that kind. Now just going to make some highlights for the eyes. There we go. Now we're going to do the same to the other. We can now move on to the mouth. What are we missing now? Oh, the nose, yeah. If you notice, if you have a pet on your house, like a dog or I'm not really sure, or cats, that their nose are always, wet. I think they're doing that for cooling purposes, if I'm not mistaken. From what I know from the dogs, that they're always make their noses wet so they feel cool. Hell yeah! Now we have this right shoe, and then what we're going to do is just duplicate this and just flip it. Still the same shoe, just a little rotation action is needed. There we go. Now we're done with, maybe we can now go on to tails. I'm just going to, again, copy this because it's just the same. Yeah, just like that. Just gonna like this. Now we are done with this right shoe. Just gonna do the same thing we did with Sonic, is just going to duplicate it like this. And looks like we're going to remake this, and just like that. Yeah, let's do Eggman now. Just gonna make it fade, just like how we did with the background, like that. We make his hand, we're just gonna do this number 2 first. There we go. Now we're going to do is make this pattern. Then I'm just gonna use this as our guide. And then I'm just gonna make it like this. Now we have our own pattern. And now we're going to clip it here. Here we go. Now it looks good, right? So all we need to do is just warp it. There we go. Then we're just gonna do this part. There we go. Now that looks good. Now all we need to do is shade. There we go. Now that looks good. Now all we need is Eggman's arm. Or hand rather. There we go. Now as you can see, there's some little cracks in here for the number 2, so we're just gonna use this. Then all we need is the cracks. And because the cracks are more dark, we're just going to erase the brighter parts. See? There we go. So I'm just gonna do some masking. Yep, there we go. And I think we're nearly done. So all we need is this blue background. And there, and I think we're done. So I think I'm just going to see you. Maybe you can, type there if you suggest something. What do you want me to edit for next? So hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.